Yes, people, welcome back to the Friday Shameless Show. You know how it goes, man, in the mornings. People are late. What can we do? But I'm a little bit more disappointed in the fact that there's people waiting for the show to start, but there's no likes going on whatsoever. Like, you're waiting there. There's a button willing to be pressed to like the video, and you haven't liked the video. So it kind of makes no sense in my eyes, personally.
So does that mean people are allowed to be late? Who's worse, the people that don't like the video or the people that are late? Couldn't they?
The ones that are getting free entertainment. Anyway,
see that sendage there, can they?
Anywho, hi George. It's our first show together.
I feel like no. I need a proper introduction. So I'm gonna let you do that again. I'm gonna let you do it again because clearly some people may have forgot. But please,
God, I reckon Kunle should do it in his usual. Come on,
nah, this ain't my show, man. I don't want to steal the light.
Congratulations, George, for winning the Europa League, your first title that you've seen in 17 years. Big up yourself, man. You can't really say the same for Kunde, but yeah, man. Welcome to the first show we've done together since about 5 of those previews.
I'm gonna have to start hitting man with this wave now, you know, because
wow,
yes, European royalty in the building. Wagwan people, what's good? Your boy Durag Diaries, aka George, is here. European champions, yeah. European champion is here, and the shades are on because, boy, none of you man could look me in my eyes right now. Yeah, how many times I told we've done this show for probably months and months. 9 months straight. I've been on this show 9 months every week on a Friday without fail. I've been here telling you guys, Europa League winners 2025 will be Spurs. Europa League winners 2025 will be my club. Not Cass saying it's only Tottenham. It's only United. It's only United. Let's get something straight. Please, whenever I come into any show from now, I need to be addressed properly. Welcome into the show, my fellow or my European champion, George, you know, properly. Yeah, because that's exactly what I am. And let's have it right. If anyone goes, oh, are you champions of Europe? How can you be? It's not Champions League. Has anyone else won a European trophy this year?
No.
No,
I was just thinking, we've always waited to see. George has always told us. George has always told us what George would be like when he wins a trophy. And I've just realised now we're getting to see.
But you know what it is, that? You know what it is, that? The way my head was working is I was thinking, what would I rather see this summer? Happy Spurs fans or happy United fans, isn't it? And I don't see happy Spurs fans very often. So I was willing to take it for the greater good, because the greater good is that the fallout for Manchester United, the pain and suffering that all these fans are going through right now. That pain, to be honest, it was worth it. For what Spurs are going to do to me this summer, the pain that I'm seeing Manchester United go through now, it was worth it. I know it's going to get intense when I come over to the UK. I get it, especially in London. But the pain that I'm seeing these Man United fans not knowing what's next, they don't even know what to come next, bro. They literally don't know what's happening. They're trying to give excuses left, right, and center. They don't know what is coming, and it's so sweet that they're going into another season in the unknown. Ah, mate, that soothes me. That soothes the pain of Tottenham fans being joyous. Man United lost 4 games in one season to Tottenham. Do you know how bad that is? 4 games, and to cap it off, a final. They dunked on them in a final.
Was 3 not enough? What did I say? It was 3 not enough?
they got dunked on by a BJ. BJ dunked on them in a final, man. Wahala everywhere. I don't even understand. So, do you know what? Big up, George. You lot did your thing. I hate it. Don't get it as a football fan, the banter, I hate it. But you got to big up your thing, because you did something for the greater good of the people. And that's knocking out
big
them,
facts.
man.
You know what I know? You know what I know?
Football.
You know what's sweet? Knowing that there is a known.
Nothing sweet. Nothing sweet.
No, there's a known, but there's not just the unknown. There is a known. Do you want to know what the known is?
Yellow and green scarves throughout.
Do you want to know what the known is, Kunle?
What's the known?
That you're still not going to win anything.
Great.
And then now you're celebrating.
I know that doesn't even soothe your pain right now. And that's all right.
As per usual, you're celebrating someone else's success.
George, you've got to reel this in, because this has been deflected onto Man United.
Real quick.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even know what is going on. We've got United fans telling Arsenal fans they're not going to win anything. Wait. Again, I forgot something.
Talk about Tottenham. Let Tottenham bask in their glory for a second.
Celebrate everyone else's success.
Bro, I didn't celebrate anyone's success. I'm celebrating your demise, bro.
I do think that it's kind of mad
of Manchester
that my fellow champions, Monts and D couldn't make it today. But can we just do can you put your hands up if your team won a trophy this season?
I mean,
shit, it's lonely over here.
Hold on,
it's lonely over here.
Hold on, we've still got one to go though. We're still in one.
It's lonely over these sides. I'm just saying it's a bit lonely. And hey, I know, but especially because there is no fellow champions, there may be some things missed in translation today. I speak a certain dialect called trophy that no one here can understand right now. And I get it. I totally get it. There may be some things missed in translation, but let's just understand one thing. There is an order today. Whenever I speak, you all listen. You all listen, because I will tell you how to win a trophy. If you want the book, the step-by-step guide, I can make a dummies guide. You guys are all old enough. You've seen them. Trophies for dummies. How to get there, I'll show you. Don't worry. I will show you.
Well, you might have another trophy winner joining soon.
Guy, bro? We created.
You might
this is the George he always told us about. He told us about this, George. We just never thought it would happen, but it's happened.
We might have to take it. You won't be lonely because the other D should be joining in soon. So
and do you know what? Yeah, just to start the cooking, because I want to cook everyone's team. But the first team I do need to cook, and I'm sorry, it has to be you, because Kunle actually did message me straight. He wasn't a salty Arsenal fan, innit? Kunle messaged me probably straight after the final whistle. Congratulations, all of that. He didn't do the Europa League. It's just the Europa League. He didn't try any of that play down business. But there is so many Arsenal fans that did try to play it down. So I had to go do some research. I had to look things up because a certain team has been in that Europa League about 10 times nearly. Never won it, but they want to sit here and play it down. So let's go through the teams that have knocked them out to understand, when teams dropped out of the Champions League, it was so much harder. Let's start to understand this impact that it's had on Arsenal. 1979, third round exit to Red Star Belgrade. Does anyone know that team?
Serious research.
Red Star Belgrade.
They were big then,
1982, FC Winter Slag. FC Winter Slag.
Hold on, what?
You're the halls of the North.
You're taking a piss.
No, hold on. What's the actual name? What's the actual name?
It's FC Winter Slag from Belgium. Do your research.
Spell it.
When did they knock
Winter
about?
Slag, literally Winter Slag.
Basically, what they used to be called is that, and now they're called Genk.
Okay.
So, oh my God, it was actually called KFC Winter Slag.
Yeah.
Nah, this is crazy.
1983, first round, Spartak Moscow. Does anyone recognize a lot of these teams right now? Not big teams.
Moscow. Yeah, it's the big
the first time they got knocked out to a fairly decent side. First round exit.
Spartak Moscow were big in those days. What are you talking about?
1997, first round exit. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yes. Again, not a massive team, people. Look, I'm taking you on a journey right now because you're not hearing big clubs. Not big clubs yet. No big clubs as of yet. 1998. First round exit. PAOK.
Oh my God, the Greek team.
Okay. Yes. Again, not much. Okay. 2000. This was the year when they had the great Arsene Wenger, Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry. This was the team that was on the way to the Invincibles. They lost to Galatasaray. No one big. In the final, they lost to Galatasaray. The only time that they'd been to the final.
Why are you disrespecting all these legendary teams?
Wait, is this the Europa League, by the way, final? Or...
Europa League.
Yeah, Europa League final.
And then between 2000, they took a hiatus. They were like, we're too big for Europa League. Even though they never won it.
We went into the Champions League.
And that's my point. Okay. They went on a hiatus. Didn't win anything. Went into the Champions League. Done absolutely nothing. Came back to the Europa League. 2018, after 18 years out. Get knocked out by Atletico Madrid. Cool. You know what? Atletico Madrid, respected team.
They did win it.
Man said 8.
But next year, they're doing things. They're doing massive things. They get to the final. Who'd they lose to? Chelsea. They lost to the Red Boys in Chelsea. Yeah, 2019. And then onwards from that, 2020, 2021, 2023, knocked out, round of 32, Olympiacos. 2021, Villarreal. 2023, Sporting Lisbon. So please, people tell me, what were the big clubs? What were the big teams that had stopped Arsenal from winning Europa League? None. I've got 3 of them in my trophy cabinet. When you talk about European heritage, it's the history of the Tottenham. Is that what Chiellini said? Chiellini said it's the history. Yes, winning European titles is the history of my club. Arsenal, no history of doing it. Yeah, Chiellini, that fool that tried to flame us up, no history of winning European titles. So please, let's have something right.
What are you talking about? The history. Why are you lying?
It's the history. You don't have a history.
He ain't won. He hasn't won. He didn't win Europe. In Europe,
they have. They've won. No, they have.
Won 2 European trophies.
No, I don't get this too. Like, it is one. It's the cup. You've won the Cup Winners' Cup. I don't get that Fairs one. That ain't counting for no one.
Hey, if they count it, I count.
Well, Bo, do you count the Community Shield then?
That was a draw out.
Yeah, that was a real draw out. That's like, why? I thought we were boys, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, it's kind of like that.
If you count Community Shield, Daps can hand his hold up with trophies.
No.
What you mean, the Super Cup?
I'm not counting that.
English Super Cup, did you mean?
I'm not counting that. I'm not counting the Community Shield ever as a trophy.
The English
I'd
Super
rather
Cup.
Be trophyless.
Nah, not personally.
If that's the case, then I've won the most.
But what does that have to do with the Cup Winners' Cup? Though?
No, Cup Winners' Cup, I agree. Cup Winners' Cup is a European trophy, but the Fairs Cup, I'm not having that Fairs Cup as a
trophy. It's a European trophy.
Nah, bro, I'm not having that as a
I didn't call it one. I didn't call it one. They did.
In that case, the Community Shield is a fucking trophy, even though it's a fucking biryani plate.
If you want to do that, I ain't mad at it.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Cup Winners' Cup. That's it.
Yeah, you have to win a trophy to get in that, bro. That's what you're talking about. Cup Winners' Cup.
Cup Winners' Cup.
And the winner of the Champions League used to play each other in the Super Cup.
So why does everyone sing? You'll never sing
the Cup Winners' Cup. The whole thing is back in the day.
Everyone started watching football in 2000.
Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, back in the day.
Hold on. George is disrespecting teams like Spartak Moscow who were big in those days because he didn't watch football before the 2000s.
I didn't disrespect them. I simply highlighted
club. You said they weren't a big club.
They're not. They're not Europeans elite, but they're not one of Europeans elite.
Then they were.
But then doesn't matter. I'm talking about now.
You brought up a stat from back in
the day. I brought up a stat of teams that you've lost to. I didn't. No. I said the teams you've lost to.
Talking about now, everyone's different.
Also, PAOK is a big club.
I didn't mention them. I said.
FC Winterslag. FC Winterslag's a big club. Losing to hookers. I hear it. You lose to FC Winterslag. Man United's got their very own brothel. Yeah, at Old Trafford. It's fine, bro.
No, but what's going on? Do you know what this shows? This shows that you guys will forever stay in our shadow because you just won your European trophy against Manchester United. And the first thing you want to talk about is Arsenal, bro.
I'm talking about all of you. No. That wasn't the first thing. Again, I've spoken about everyone.
No.
I've spoken about everyone.
The first thing you wanted to talk about was Arsenal.
No.
Because you even said, first of all, I want to address Arsenal fans. You actually
said, let me cook. I said, I'm going to cook all of you, but let me get to Arsenal first because I had the stats up in front of me.
By the way,
that's fine. If you want to move on to Man United, I can get to Man United. I can get to Cass said, but I've allowed it. Because you know why? Because I've got about a 1 hour video of Cass coming out soon. Keep a look out. Don't worry. Compilation of everything Cass has said all season. I've been cooking.
Shit.
Trust me. We're eating Spurs. We're eating Spurs. Trust me. I'm doing. When I mean it's gonna be about an hour long. Yeah. I'm gonna hour long
on that.
I premiere it, man.
Collaborate with Never Foul on that.
Let me wait. Hold on. Let me guess. Nick. Is it Nick?
Don't worry about
Nick.
who it is.
No. Nick hasn't sent me that.
George, don't answer any questions. He can't be asking any questions.
I wish. Don't worry.
Cass, wait
it may take some time to put together, but it will be out soon. Don't worry.
I guarantee it's not happening.
Wait for the premiere, Cass. Then you can watch it.
Guarantee it's not happening.
Yeah. By the way, Cass got called the Man United lead judges yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. This flying club. Yeah, doing all of that. Doing the angry man thing because you know what was funny though? Because Cass was the one, again, every time we done a preview, he remember last week, in fact, it was just a show I done with Vigal the other day. He was shouting, he's going mad, he's going, oh, you can't tell me no tactics as to why you'll win. You're just doing belief. But everything Cass said was, it's only Tottenham. It's only this. You guys can't do it because it's a final. It was copium. Cass knew he was losing from months ago, but he didn't want to go out there on YouTube and actually say it.
Nah,
so
he
done
didn't,
the copium
he actually
thing.
believed. Don't do that.
Because he never had
believed.
because if you actually asked Cass the reasons why he thought he was going to win, never said one tactical reason why.
Hold on.
Never won. And also, Cass, wait, Cass.
Don't be disingenuous now, because last time out, was it Monday? I think Daps, right? When people ask you what was your reason, you couldn't give a reason. I gave about 4 or 5.
But this is on the panel show. Let's not act like we didn't do the show over Gal. It's just me and you talking. And what did I say to you on that show? Wait, no, Cass. What did I say to you on that show about how Spurs were going to set up? What did I say? I said, look, we're going to get. Right. I said mid-block. So we're going to be in a mid-block. We're going to sit deep, and we're going to let you play in front of us. You're going, no. High line. You're going to press.
You low blocked it, not mid-blocked it. But let's get. It don't matter. Regardless, you won, yeah. But let's get one thing straight.
He believed, George. Don't do that. He believed.
5 to 6, 7, 8 fucking previews are saying the same thing over and over and over. I'm not gonna lie. The last one, I'm not going to have much energy for, but saying that you've got barely any players. And that makes it even worse, by the way.
Yeah, I've done about 85 previews. Everyone's been telling me, but I was right. I said it was going to be a 1-0, 2-1 game in every single preview. I said it's going to be a low-scoring game. Spurs are just going to get a goal, get the job done. And that's exactly what happened. We got the job done. We didn't need to be amazing. We didn't need to be better than you. And what was shameless? In fact, I want to ask you guys about this here, because, in fact, let's go to Daps, because Daps is actually a winner. Yeah, Daps has been there. He's done this. Does anyone care about who the better team in the final is? Because his manager had the cheek to do the Arteta thing and say, "Oh, we were better than them."
No,
bro.
Look. Prime example, I could talk about the FA Cup last week. It doesn't matter. We got beat by Crystal Palace. It doesn't matter who the better team was, especially when you're trying to get your first trophy for a long time. That it really doesn't fucking matter. We're in a final. It's a cup game, isn't it? You get through, you win it. Simple. Exactly. So what did Amorim say? Did Amorim say that they were the better team?
We were the better. Yeah, they said that straight after the game. I think we were the better team.
Amorim's cooked, and Man,
what type of manager? Kunle, what type of manager would ever do that? Kunle,
I know, right? Yeah. So Amorim in all the way.
Yeah, great. George,
serious question, though, Cass. Like, I know.
Wait, hold on. It's still on Tottenham. Are you keeping Ange?
Do you know what? Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to know what, George. I want to know yes or no.
There's an order. There's an order in the court. Order in the court. Champion is speaking right now. Please, don't need no one speaking over me. Champion.
Right, you're in a play date, man.
No rivals are allowed to ask me about my situation with Ange. You know what I mean? Why? Yeah, I'm not gonna let you guys control the narrative. Ange this. Let my manager enjoy the moment. Let our manager enjoy the moment. Yeah, we're not a loser club like Arsenal who they're gonna sit here and injuries.
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry, we'll ask him again.
Arteta's been better. So what I am gonna say is, I'm behind supporting the club. At this moment in time, I've got a parade.
Hold on.
I've got a parade to focus on. So I haven't even thought about Ange in, Ange out, shake it all about, or any of that business, yeah? All I care about is that parade, seeing that trophy in person, and bloody limbs. Not even thinking about Ange in, Ange out.
So let me ask so wait, hold on, George, because I'm having a little bit of deja vu here a little bit. So what you're trying to say is if the club
from yourself?
No, wait. So what you're trying to say is if the club wants to give Ange some more time and some more players and investment, you're going to go for it, yeah?
No, I won't back anything. I don't really back the club, innit? I back my team in the sense that... I back my team in the sense that I'm always going to back the team, innit? It's my club. But I don't back Levy's decision-making. I don't back that.
Do you want Ange to stay? Would you be bothered if he stays?
At the end of the day, I'm not in control of that scenario. What I can do,
what the hell is going on here?
I can evaluate. I can evaluate once the decision is made. At this moment in time, the decision is that we need to focus on the win. We need to enjoy the win.
George, you know what? You're right. You're spot on. And to be fair, no manager that's just won a trophy should be questioned about his job anyway, right, George? So it's fair to say that he's going to keep the job, and you're happy with that. So let's move on.
No, that's not fair to say.
No, let's move on. Let's not dwell.
That's not fair to say. No, that's not fair to say. That's not fair to say. I've come out on numerous occasions and I've said, do you know what it is? People have asked me before the game, what's your stance on Ange? They knew my stance on Ange. After the game, my stance on Ange hasn't changed. But ultimately, you are a business. You manage a business, right? So when you manage a business, whether you're selling something to someone, let's just say, when you're in a KPI meeting with one of your employees, let's just picture this. I'm taking you on a journey right now. KPI meeting, end of year, you set some targets at the start of the year for that guy. You said, look, you need to get 100K in sales or whatever it is, and you're going to get a bonus. And at the end of the year, we'll do a review, whether you get a pay rise or you get a new contract or whatever it is. The year doesn't go too great. It doesn't. It's not a great year. Ultimately, across the 9 or 10 months, performances were poor. But in that last month, he does a sale. He does a couple sales that just doesn't matter. Puts him above his target, beyond the target. Forget getting the target. He's smashed the target because at that point,
you keep him, right?
No, he smashed the target. So when he comes into that meeting now, and you say, "End of year, did you reach your goals?" You say, "Yeah, I got top. I didn't get top 4. Fine." I got a Champions League. I got Champions League place. Same thing now. I got a title. You didn't expect me to get a trophy. I got that too.
Exactly. So
you talked, and then what are you gonna say? Try fire me. How about that? You need me more than I need you now.
Exactly.
You need me more than I need you. So Ange's going into he's going into negotiations.
Be on your chest.
He's in a strong position now. As fans, me. Not happy with the football, not happy with the style. But that's besides the point.
Okay, I'll ask you this question.
I'm looking at this from a business point of view. It's going to be very hard for Levy and Co to sack Ange when he's in a position of power. It's as simple as that. That's all I'm saying.
This is.
Are you sacking Ange? If this is your position,
if I was in charge, I would sack Ange. I double down and sack Ange.
After he just got the big bonus at the end of the year.
That's what I do. I sack Ange. I call Xavi Hernandez and say, I've got a team ready for you. You ready to take on and win a trophy?
You're lying. Your office has been stinking all year, and this guy comes in last month and does a mazine. He's like, I dare you to fire me. You're like, do you know what? I'm gonna give you a pay rise, man, and a fucking statue. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna happen with Ange, and rightly so. He's, I think, what your second most successful manager or third most successful manager in your history. You finally have legends that you know that have a trophy. Like you finally have a legend you
history. Don't say history. We have plenty of managers that have won trophies. Let's have it right. He's just recent history.
Okay, so who I said your top 3 managers in your history.
No, recent history. We've had plenty of managers that won trophies, so you're clearly wrong. Like we've got 25 trophies in our cabinet.
So who's
your winning one trophy will not make you top 3.
You don't even know your top 3 managers.
Bill Nicholson is our top manager. Yes, he does. We do have a statue for our manager. You know, Bill Nicholson. Bill Nicholson.
Then who?
Well, it doesn't matter who you think the top.
You don't know, and that's fine. And that's fine. I'm putting him number 3 because you don't.
Nah, he's not. He's not in the top 3 managers. Not a chance in hell.
Yeah, who replaces him then?
We've got managers. Glenn
Hoddle was a better manager.
Glenn Hoddle ain't won nothing.
Nah, Glenn Hoddle was terrible at Spurs.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
He was early 2000s.
Okay, what is George Graham one of your top managers too?
If you want to do trophy wise, won a trophy.
Your best manager back in the 30s.
Hold on, what about Terry Venables?
All them fucking times.
Terry Venables
has to be up. He was better than Ange. He was better than
Ange. That's
better than Ange.
He knows nothing about football pre-2000s. That's not asking him these questions. Man.
I know all of our managers. This is what you don't get. If Keith Birkinshaw's the big manager, I just don't think out of top 3 because it's subjective. I'm not going to sit here and name all the managers. Like you're telling me Andrew's cool if you think that, but I know Spurs have multiple trophies.
But you couldn't name 2 people.
You're telling me the thing is we've got this. Is what you wouldn't know. This Kunle. This one thing you wouldn't know. We got 3 Europa Leagues. This is our 3rd one. The most in England, by the way. The only team that matched us is Liverpool, European heritage. So when it comes to winning European trophies, multiple managers at Spurs have won European trophies. You can't say that. Your club doesn't even have multiple European trophies. Talk about multiple managers winning them. Allow it.
You ask them one thing, they come back with info of another thing. Confuse and convince. I like it. Good strategy.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
Anyways, people, there's 700 of you in here. Smash the like button if you haven't done so yet. Please don't ignore. It does wonders for the channel. as you always know, lots of people have heard this over and over again. But if you are a new subscriber, this is what you're going to get on a kind of a Friday. Fridays, everyone's kind of chilled out. There's some news to talk about a bit later, but these don't want to talk about Amorim. So let's give them the room. Let's give them the room.
I'd just say quickly as well, D, if you're watching this.
Which one?
Crystal Palace, D.
Oh, he's actually mad ill, to be fair. I said convenient, but he's won a trophy.
That's convenient, isn't it?
Very convenient, because he was asking me all year about winning trophies. And today, when I've got a bigger trophy than him, the trophy that he... Remember, they was at their stadiums playing... How are you playing at your stadium acting like you're big boys? Trust me, I'm in there listening to and it's the champions. You don't know about them tunes. You don't know about them tunes. Oh, Cass, you don't even know either.
Wait, hold on. Yes, I do.
You don't know either. Hey,
George, I've progressed in more rounds than you've ever done in your lifetime, bro. What are you on about? How can you say I don't know about those tunes? I'm not gonna hear that tune.
You know, one of them ones. Don't know about them tunes.
You know what? Yeah,
you know
the maddest thing is, yeah. The maddest thing is, yeah.
We're bigger than that.
Like, act like you've been there before, innit? But clearly not.
That's why he didn't need to even respond to that one. That one was like, as a giveaway. Like,
he's just waffling. No, because I didn't really hear what Cat. What you have to understand is, I actually can't hear many of you too clearly. Again, there's some things missed in translation. I don't speak the same language as you. Please, like, some things I'm not gonna understand. You have to speak slowly for me. Break it down, because when you're speaking at a level of where I'm at, it's hard to understand. It's generally it's really low. You're like mice right now. Just that's all I'm hearing.
So who understands your language? The ones that have won trophies.
Monts or D, man. Monts or D. Like, do you know what it is? I need a translator here. I need someone that's like actually been here and done it to translate. Please, like, I don't know. Maybe D can help, because
you just said there's been there and done it. You can't.
This season, do you know what? Wait. You see, you know what? That says something quite a bit. I've heard that say something quite a bit whenever he comes stream. But it's not about what you done for us, Archie. It's what about what you done for us recently. Yeah,
I've never said that in my life. That's why
one of you man have said this on the panel. It's what was about what you done for me recently.
I like that one, though.
What have you done for me recently, guys?
So when the new season, so see your language. Let me. This is what I'm going with it. So see your language. Does that expire when the new season starts?
No, because we're defending the champions until next year. Don't worry.
You can't defend.
You do know when we go into the Champions League, we haven't got a Champions League badge. We got Europa League winners badge. You don't know. Yeah, that's what we have when we go into.
That's quite embarrassing. But what's it called? I'm just saying. So you can't defend the
Europa technically, League, we're still. If we're doing that, then we're good. If we are doing that, then cool. I've still got a trophy, bro. We're still the Club World Cup winners.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to do that? Sure.
Fuck it, I will.
George is upset because he knows that he has to allow you to do it.
No. If he wants to do that, sure. I don't mind. You can do that. Do the defending thing. I'm defending. Bro, all the next season, whether I'm in Europa League or not, I'm Europa League champion. Fact.
No problem.
Can we all talk a language that everybody...
Like Shah27 says there, it's valid until May 26th.
Can we talk a language that everyone understands, and that's more pain for Manchester United? Can we talk about
it? Yeah, I understand that was very clear, Kunle. Very clear.
That is...
I feel like you don't even that goes all languages. Everyone understands that. Yeah. Man United shit. We all understand that language.
It's like a wave. You don't even need to say anything.
And they're so shit. It's like they as fans don't even know what sentences to put together about their team. They just talk now. They just say words because literally because they don't know. The guys that can Ineos, we haven't brought that one up from Ineos. We need to run that back still, because when they came to save the day, they told me Amorim in, they're gonna change this and that and whatever. Like nothing. I don't know. Kaz might be able to tell me. Nothing progressive has happened at the club since Amorim has come in, except maybe Man United fans finally realizing how shit their squad is, because I heard them championing with another manager, this squad can challenge for top 4. Brother, they're 17th. Manchester United on the they're probably not going to hit 40 points this year.
Oh no, have you not heard Kunle?
What?
So I think it was 2000 and 2005 to 2007 was a really bad period for Manchester City under Stuart Pearce. Everyone will remember it, right? One of those seasons, we only scored 10 home league goals. That's how bad we were, right? We got more points than Man United are on to get this season. So they have dropped to the point of Stuart Pearce, Manchester City.
That's like when the gal's trying to say Liverpool, even though they won the league, haven't even totaled last season's points of what Arteta got.
Hey, Kaz, when you're using Igal examples to back anything,
because it's your club, it's the same thing.
It's not like that saying you're in a really bad
Premier
place.
League.
I'm not trying to, because that's
really
him trying to celebrate something. I'm not trying to celebrate anything. What I'm saying is your club is at the point where you lot used to absolutely fucking laugh your head off at my club. Your club is now there.
I know, man.
That it's nothing like what Igal was doing at all.
No, it could be worse. Could get relegated.
And thanks to George, as much as I hate him having so much chest to some, thanks to George, the Man U fans can't even enjoy this. In our muddied area, we still want to all that shit. They can't even run that narrative. It's beautiful stuff to see. Like, they don't know if they want Amorim in or Amorim out. They don't know if they want Ineos in or Ineos out. They don't know what they want this player to stay or that player to go. They don't know anything right now. They're just literally winging it. They're winging it, bro. Literally. Because I don't know how this goes back. If they sack Amorim, horrid. If they keep Amorim, horrid. Like, I don't see what situation where Man United could even finish in the top 8 next season. And that's where they should be kind of striving towards. Yeah, bro, you can keep posting. Like, all these super chats are not going to help the way you actually feel right now. I know Man U fans are going to put up a front and try and make this whole situation about Arsenal. I know, I get it. But the reality is going to sit in when you're in your house, in your bedroom, looking at those 4 walls and realizing my club are fucking shit and I don't know how we get out of it. I literally don't know. We've tried everything. So, I mean, I'm going to enjoy parts of my summer. I'm going to reject parts of my summer, but the pain that Man United fans are going through is sweet. It's going to make me sleep like a baby.
Well, yeah, you're right. Winging it, really. Bro, I can't just sit here and act like everything's all right, because it's not, man. I can't. I'll be real, but I'll be back.
It's not right.
When are you sacking your manager, man? When are you going to sack?
I don't know. I'm not on the board. I wouldn't know.
No, but I want to know when you need to get your manager out, because too many times we hear it's not his fault, it's not his fault, it's not this person's fault. Last year you said it, do you know what? I'm going to back Ten Hag, and then you're going to do it again now and be like, I'm going to back Amorim. But then in 6 months, well, you didn't even wait 6 months. You waited about 2 months before you started saying Ten Hag out again. So it was one. It wasn't one. It was, you said back. You was back in at the end of May. Yeah. And then you said out 3 games into the season, which is about 2-3 months. June, July, August.
I was talking about from the start of the season, because pre-season's whatever, innit? But yeah, 1 month.
3 months, technically, yeah. So I'm just trying to understand, is it going to be the same thing with Amorim? Are you going to see a few games at the start of the season and then be like, get Amorim out, or are you actually going to have some consistency and, you want to give him time?
Well, for me, that's what you'd call consistency for me then, wouldn't you? So I'll give him a fair chance that I gave somebody else.
No, but the reality is, if you allowed Ten Hag to get through to the end of the season, you wouldn't be this bad, and then you could have replaced him with Amorim.
That's the reality.
You would have been in a better situation then.
Yeah, but
instead you end up with.
The way I look at it, if you want me to break it down in short, is again another manager can come through. I don't think we don't have an attack that's better than probably 13th or 12th. Let's be realistic about this. We don't have no. But look, Chris Pye's got Mateta up front. They're still finishing where they're finishing, and they got Eze in that. What do you think I'm going to do with Hoyleman under another manager? What? Play low block and hope for the best. Come on, man. Like I said, kind of like, I don't think he's done himself any favors, but unfortunately to a lot of other United fans that like him, or don't like him, sorry, I just don't subscribe to fast food because of something brand new right now. I just need, because what you just said beforehand, which I'm going to use you for, this squad is shit. Simple as that. So I don't really want to judge a man who wants to play something a little bit different or a different style. The same thing United fans complain about. At least let Man United buy it, or try. Well, we'll see if we can buy a few new good footballers to see if that might be the big difference. And we'll see who's right and who's wrong. But now, United squad is that drastically shit. I don't think it matters who comes into the. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters who's at the helm. I'll be real.
be fair, Kaz, you're right in terms of sacking him is long now because of the way you took him in, like not halfway, kind of a third through the season, you got him in. So you have to give him a summer. You have to let him ride out those summer signings for at least the next 6 months, maybe the whole season. And that's just the situation that you're in.
But I said the difference is like, again, people will say 10 games or whatever. Some. For me, it's less than that. The good reason being is I do think United will make signings this summer, and I do think there will be a lot better signings, attacking ones at least, right? So hear me out on this part. If I go into 5 games of the season and I've seen 3 losses, barely any goals, a draw and a win, you're no better than what Ten Hag's done, really. And and to be fair, you can still, you can still rebound. You can still rebound off of that easy in the league. The league's not over, bro. You just had a shit start.
But with 1 game a week, wouldn't you?
With one game a week as well. I'm expecting, even though Champions League don't really and Europa League don't really start for clubs until like the next following period, so it don't really matter. But my thing is literally, bro, can you whatever new attack you're gonna get, can you score goals? And 2, are we still getting back to the Old Trafford, bro? Because if I'm losing Bournemouth and the rest of them and whatnot, I'm sorry, but I'm not having it.
Nah, dude, you know the thing is though, Cassia. Look, if I'm being honest, and I'll take off my trolling hat, yeah. You've got to give the manager at least with 1 game a week. You have to remember that's less time to actually know if your team's ready to compete or not. Because like you're taking a week off in between games, and every time you come back, you got 90 minutes. You got 90 minutes, so you're playing against English sides and you might not see an improvement for the first couple. I think you need to give him if you're going to keep him, you need to give him until at least January, February.
You know what? Newcastle fell off. I know Newcastle got a much better 11 than us, but they went to 1 game a week here, and they improved a lot. I remember even Tottenham.
That's what it takes. At first, it doesn't look good. It's about 5 months in that the 1 game.
Look, Maresca comes in with actually, to be fair, he's got a much better squad than that. But he come from 12th. I think he took over. No, sorry, Pochettino. There's the 12th place thing, and then before you know it, 1 game a week gets them up to at least 6. They should have probably finished higher, if they didn't have that period in the middle where it was absolutely shite. So yeah, 1 game a week might do well just to focus on just a bare 11 team. Like, do you know what I mean? Not a squad, but a bare 11 where you are playing that, and then you can play your cup games and whatnot. But that's great and all. But at the same time, I still demand a domestic trophy next year. Otherwise, get gone. If I don't see something improvement in the league. If you're going to tell me you're finishing 6th and I don't see a final, I don't get to go to Wembley and I don't get a domestic,
what are you doing, bro?
No, because
you ain't talking trophy for a while, bro. Brother, you managed to scam some the last 2 years.
Respectfully, the same man beat you and knocked you out. So,
but did you win that trophy?
Wait, Cass, ask him this question. Wait, no, we're gonna start. From today, we're gonna start doing the thing. We're gonna start doing a certain thing that they used to love doing. And Cass, we can both do it now. When was the last time you won a trophy, Kunle?
I don't think this has anything to do with you.
All right, then. Don't start telling him about he ain't won trophies in a while. His drought has been a year. How long's your drought been? How long's your drought been?
How long has your drought been? You've asked me.
This is a January, February conversation, so you can march away, my brother.
All right.
As I was saying.
All right. The difference is finishing like 6th or 7th, or whatever. Like, bro, that's not. Again, I know we're in a bit of a bad pickle, and I should be a little bit more realistic. But if I'm seeing myself in and around 6th, let's say, in Feb, brother, you need to be going further. You need to be showing your fucking minerals while you're playing 1 game a week, whilst you've got Palace and all these other teams are already in Europe, like 8 different English teams in Europe already, by the way. So they should be knackered out. But obviously the squads that are really good, obviously like Liverpool's and that. But my point is like you should be taking advantage of that. And for me to ask, okay, that's nice, but go get me a domestic trophy. I can't demand that as a Manchester United fan. If I've seen Ten Hag do it, by the way, and he was shite, yeah, I need to be seeing it again. There's no excuses not to go and win something domestic, or at least progress where I can see, oh, you know what? You've got an 11, that's cool. You're doing all right in the league, cool. Then let me see if you can actually got some minerals to get that team into further along into the competition rounds, like semi-finals and finals. Otherwise, you're just as washed as Arteta, bro.
You'd love Arteta right now, bro.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you fucking would.
No, I really
wouldn't be freaking 17.
Actually, you know what? Tell
fucking 39 points. 9 points since fucking December. Like, what we took Manchester United 9 points since December.
Sorry. Can I just
like? Bro, you've been in minus for 2 years. Minus goal difference for 2 years. Bro,
Kunle, I can hold on, Kunle, because I said something yesterday, right, about my manager and his club. Do you think Man United would be any better with Arteta?
Of course they would.
I don't think, Bo, I'll be real. I don't think Pep would do much. I don't think Pep would do much at Old Trafford.
First season.
No, ask me the question. Ask me the question.
Where did you finish on Arteta first season?
8th, not 16th.
And wait, hold on. And the second season? 16th. And the second season?
I don't understand. Is any of those positions 16th? Any of those positions 16th, Kaz?
No, but it don't matter. It's not the point. What I'm trying to say,
it does matter.
No, but the difference is
the top half of the table.
No, the difference is
unacceptable for
the difference.
No, but bro, let's be real. Hold on. Let's be real. Hold on. Let's be real. Arteta, when Arteta joined Arsenal, because your football club, is fucking not fucked, Your football club listened to Arteta, gave Arteta what he wanted, literally whatever the fuck he wanted, right? And that's got you to where you are. This is a problem.
Where are they, Daps?
Who, Arsenal? Bro, they're a lot better than when he joined them. They are a lot better than where they joined them, right?
Where are they? I just need to. Where are they?
I'm not being shameless about no clubs
challenging for titles,
right? But
we weren't. Are you challenging for titles?
Let him know.
If any of our managers went to, if Arteta went or Pep went to fucking Old Trafford, the club's in such a fucking state. They ain't getting nothing they want. Yeah, because
they ain't winning. They ain't finishing 16th. That I don't believe that.
Just open that.
What is that?
But
whenever that season was, he always starts going mad on stream. He starts ducking. He starts running.
Bro, I've been stuck by
I'm not saying Arteta's going to win the league with United, but he's definitely doing better than.
But he's not. No, he's not though. Because even when you finish 8th twice, guess who you had? Brother, let me finish here. What you had up front was still Aubameyang, who's an elite goal scorer at that point until he wasn't, and you still had a Lacazette who could finish his dinner here and there.
Which is why we finished in the top half.
But bro, 8th and 16th. I'm looking at that as the same, my bro.
No, you shouldn't, bro. Because you've been in minus for 2 years.
How can the two North London clubs
you own the Premier League goals
9 points since January?
The bailiffs are going to turn up to Old Trafford, bro. The Premier League have got the bailiffs turning up to your stadium, telling you owe them goals.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. Are you lot woke up the wrong side of the bed today or something?
No, I woke up in a certain side of the bed that you wouldn't understand.
No, okay, this is what you don't. But it doesn't matter. He said, "Would you take Arteta?" I said, "No." Yeah, and he said, and I'm saying why? Because even when he had 8th, he still had goal scorers in his team. I don't have any goal scorers. So when Arteta went to his 5-4-1 or 5-3-2 that he did back in the day, which Arsenal fans wanted him out for, what do you think you're going to do with less of a goal scorer at Manchester United? Way less. I'm just saying. It don't like that said. It don't matter who's in charge right now.
Club's ruined, bro.
It's in fucking turmoil.
Until the club gets until the club gets a full-on takeover. I honestly believe, this club is fucking ruined, and long may it continue.
I can't even lie,
hold on, you're spot on that. But quickly, do you think Ten Hag would have finished 16th?
Yeah, probably.
No,
I'm not asking you guys. I'm asking that.
Oh my god, you lot have not.
I'm not asking you guys. I'm asking that.
Hold on. I don't think they would have, because I think Ten Hag would have just carried on doing what he was doing, and they would have finished in a better position. They wouldn't have won nothing this season, but they would have finished they probably would have finished about 8th, right?
And then they could have brought in Amorim to start.
I think Amorim has come in, and Amorim is trying to change things, and unfortunately, it's not working. So they would have still stayed irrelevant. But Amorim's trying to make a change. But unfortunately, he's learning that making a change at that club is not a good move. They're fucked. The club's fucked. They need a full on, and this Ineos bullshit. Nah, it's not working. It won't work. They need a full on. They need state ownership or something. Let's be real. They need someone to come in with big boy money and fucking completely hit the reset button.
Where were Man U when
I just need to say, I seriously think that this is a proper low vibrational conversation right now, because we're talking about a bunch of losers, a bunch of teams talking about next season we're gonna do. Why are we talking about next season like this season's over? Yeah. There's still something to play for, Man United. You still got a little bit of pride to play for.
Actually, can you two hold on? Can you two?
By the way,
who's where at the moment?
Oh, don't worry. Do you know what I thought about it? At first, I was like, I want to finish above United, just have the double. Yeah, like we're finishing above you too. But I actually want to finish below them. I hope Man United finish above us.
No.
I hope you do. I want to finish 17th. I want to finish 17th. I want to finish 17th because I want all you guys to tell me about my season.
Man, I swear down, this is what
I want to finish 17th.
You know what the best thing about this year is, because you remember that whole thing when you say, "I'm gonna get a new manager, I'm gonna get this manager bounce," blah blah blah. You're having your Ten Hag moment, and I'm glad you're gonna keep him, because you are. Yeah. So love that for you. You know, keep him. You know. Legend.
Ten Hag actually didn't. No, it's very disingenuous to say we're having a Ten Hag moment when Ten Hag and Ange are two completely different managers. As much as I don't like Ange, he does have an identity. Ten Hag didn't. That was his biggest problem. So even if Spurs do decide to keep Ange, it may not be for the best. It may not mean a much better future, but it means a better future than what Ten Hag gave you. So look, ultimately, we don't need to worry. We don't need to worry about whether Ange's going to stay, Ange's going to win, because we've already won a trophy. So we are winning and celebrating this season. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're celebrating. And furthermore, I've got a few more things. I didn't want to cook United. I want to cook United because now that we're here, yeah, we finished talking about Ten Hag and these low vibrational things about Arteta and these losers. I was told that Tell made the wrong decision to come to Spurs.
He did.
I was told Tell made the wrong decision, but he's got armpits in there. He's got silverware to his name. So please remind me, did Tell make the wrong decision?
Let me. In the grand scheme of things, yeah, you win a lot of money because of TV rights going to Champions League. But did he contribute? No. Let's be real. It cost you 10 to 12 million.
Got a medal.
He cost you 10 to 12 million, which is basically your Europa League money as the final itself. So that's gone. That's paid for.
Well, technically not, because we got Harry Kane money. So he's just got taken off Harry Kane money. You can't sit
here and tell me that Tell was a good sign.
Furthermore,
loan signing. Did he develop? Did he do anything?
Onwards from that, I have to give a big shout out. And you know, there's one player that I need to thank more than anyone, because generally this player has given me some of my greatest moments in my life. You know, like I'll remember this player forever. Andre Onana. Andre Onana. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Andre Onana. Ajax, 2018. He was in goal. He gave us that moment. Champions League final yet again. His goalkeeping gave me the moment that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Andre Onana, one of the greatest goalkeepers for Manchester United. Yeah, we was told he was such a great signing. And all he's done is put that club further and further into the mud, into the deep depths of the sewers. We are not mud brothers no more. Trust me. We are not mud brothers. I'm nowhere near the mud. I'm in the sky. Cloud 9 floating. Yeah. You see me? When you see, that's what we need to remember. It's the year of the bird. So when you see me, you know one of them ones, yeah? Just hit me with a That's what I want to see. Yeah, it's the year of the birds.
I heard that. I actually heard that Chelsea and Betis, have created new badges with birds in them.
I can see that. I can actually see that.
Apparently, yeah.
That's a joke. But the thing is, I love this shit. I know Chelsea fans. I can see you, David, their face. You better win your final next week. I swear to God. If you don't win Conference League, I swear you're with. I know you might be in Champions League, but I don't give a shit. If you lose Conference League, you're finished. I'm fucking you lot up as well. I don't give a shit. Yeah. So on that notice, better win your final as well.
We're all relying on the Anthony Dagger still.
Do you know what?
More than that. Go on. What you gonna say? You said, you know what?
Nah. Do you know what? I got a clip. Feel like people need to see a clip from this show back on November the 8th. They need to see a clip. They need to see a certain clip, yeah. Because I'm gonna. Don't worry. I'll send it. Don't worry. I'm gonna send it to Cass. Don't worry.
Have you sent it now?
I send it to Daps as well, just in case.
In fact, we can make it even easier. I could just share a screen in it. I could just share a screen.
I mean, up to you.
I can just share the screen. Don't worry. I can just share the screen. I can just share the screen.
Oh, here we go. Oh my god, this is I think I know this. Give me a sec. Let me just put everyone here.
Oh, do people remember this stream? Remember, look, Chelsea versus Arsenal review, Brighton versus. This was this show, this exact show back in November. Do you want to listen? Do you want to just take a quick listen?
Oh, we're talking about a trophy nearly 20 years. So what are you? You're talking like you lot are on a table in a free-course.
Tell me what we're gonna win. We're gonna win Europa League.
You want anything right now? Conference.
We're gonna win Europa League. Did you hear that? We're gonna win Europa League
is that
with
it?
conviction.
Is that it?
With conviction. I just needed to remind people.
Man.
It doesn't mean climax. Winning things. I said we're gonna do it, and we did it. You wouldn't know about.
You had a better receipt than that.
You ain't climax in years. Trust me. Pause.
George's still in our shadow, regardless of a Tin Pot club. United will win a major before Spurs. I mean, I think Europa League's a major in it. It's slightly. I'm not gonna lie. We still know. Actually, to be fair, Jules has a famous clip that's been going around recently. He said
you want to share that? Oh, I can send it
with the one with George. We still don't know George, and then he says Kunle don't realize 8th for 16th is the same. You lost. It's the way you want to look at it. Like 8th for 16th is I don't give a shit. Like honestly, you failed ultimately. You're a failure. That's it. I said it ages ago, and you know why I'm not just saying that now because I said it months ago. Whether you finish 10th or 16th, this is when Amorim first come in. I said I don't care. It's still shit. You're still failure. Whether it's your 8th, 9th, 10th, if you're not in the European spot to go further, you failed, bro. And you ain't got no trophies to show for it. You failed. You're a failure. So that's the way I look at it. Maybe that's too much standards. Are you sharing it, George?
Oh, I'll just send it to you on WhatsApp so you can share it easier. Don't worry.
Oh, that's just I ain't got my WhatsApp open.
That makes you feel better, Kaz. Cool, man.
Oh, I can share it. I'll just share a screen again. If Kunle wants to watch that, it's just dark times for them, isn't it? Dark time.
I've seen it already. It's fine.
You've seen it?
I haven't seen it, George. I haven't seen it. Can you refresh my
There
memory?
might be some people in here that haven't seen it. That's all.
Can you refresh my memory, please, if you don't mind? Let me know.
This was a video that was taken a few months ago. Me, George, we're doing one Spurs fan versus 5 Arsenal fans. I obviously made quite a few statements. This was one of them. Wait. My bad. Wait, who is that laughing in the background right there? Look at them belly laughing, yeah?
Is that Matt?
Let's take that back. Who's belly laughing in the background?
Is that Jigglypuff?
Who's that right there? Who is that? Does that not look familiar?
Is that Hooks?
Who's that face?
Hold on. Matt taller than Hooks. Fucking hell.
Hold on, is that a Hook?
That's Matt and that's Hooks.
How tall is Hooks? I never thought
Matt is tall, bro. What fucking hell, bro?
Matt like Hooks.
Nah,
hold on. My days.
How tall is fucking Matt?
Matt must be like 6'7". Well, Hooks is 6'5".
Hey, swear that.
I've been telling you, Hooks been lying about his height.
No, bro, the guy is a giant, bro. He's taller than Dean. He's taller than Dean. Yeah, Dean's like a good 6'2".
I'm taller than Dean, and I'm not 6'2".
What? You're not taller than Dean.
Yeah, I am.
I saw you
multiple occasions. I was taller than Dean, bro.
You're not taller than Dean.
Bro, I'm taller than Dean. You can't.
You're not taller than Dean.
All right, do you know? I don't even need.
Yeah, this is irrelevant. We need to focus back on the belly laugh in the background. Yeah, he's rolling over.
He's rolling over.
Rolling over.
Check
your volume on it. Is it lowered?
Nah, do you know what? I don't even.
Just go on. Can we? Let's sort
it might be loud on
this
side.
Go on, play it. We'll be quiet.
Oh. Right.
Spurs win a trophy before Arsenal.
I know.
Well, Hooks rolls over so much he's off screen, and Matt just makes a beeline for the seat, like he's got to challenge it.
But that's mad.
This just again. I say things clearly. I think
I was cooked.
Mister, when I speak, you listen. Mystic Mac. That's what you're gonna have to start calling me, Mystic Mac. Yeah, because when I speak, people listen.
Mac, where did the Mac come from?
That's just a thing, isn't it? Mystic Mac. That's like you don't know about Mystic Mac.
Matt is tall. I can't believe how tall Matt is. That's crazy. Guy's a giant, man. Anyways, the last thing is I know you got an opinion on it, but this Wirtz to Liverpool stuff come out with Christian Folks. Bayern Munich cannot afford this guy at all, and apparently Liverpool about to make the offer. Literally,
it don't end up at Liverpool.
100 with it. Odd mil. I don't know what it's going to be, but the rumors from before 100 odd million.
It's a long day, man.
120 million.
Very, very long day.
Florian, bro. Please tell me he's just going to say, you know what, I want Bayern.
Bro, I read this morning. I read this morning that the reason, so City obviously did that PR shit saying, oh yeah, we didn't realise it was going to cost this much. Absolute bullshit. It's come out this morning that the reason City pulled out is because they found out that Florian Wirtz has agreed terms with the club and only wants to go to one club.
Bayern Munich.
If that club happens to be Liverpool, then shoot me, yeah, because I don't believe it is. It's Bayern Munich. Like, he's been nailed on. I don't think he goes Liverpool. If he does, then the rest of the league is in trouble. If they get their fullbacks, they get fucking Wirtz. They've already just won the Premier League. They've kept Salah. They're keeping Van Dijk. Yeah, long day. But I don't think he goes to Liverpool. And I also think that Liverpool actually eventually probably look at the money side of things and go, fuck that.
I don't think they do, though, because they according to what I've read up as well and what Monster shared with me and everything, they got a lot to spend if they wish, and also a lot is going out as well.
But I said this to you earlier on. If they wish, I think Liverpool are going to look at it and think, hold on a minute. Like, with how shrewd Liverpool's board is, especially Edwards, I think he'll look at it and think it's too much for what we need. I think they'll pull out of it, but
I think they're going to make the argument. I think they're going to do it like they did back then with Van Dijk. They said, you know what, trigger it. Back then, 80 million quid or whatever it was for Van Dijk.
It's not the bold, big difference.
No,
inflation has not taken 80 million to what it is now.
80 million back then. I remember myself personally, and I wasn't on YouTube, but I remember saying, what the fuck are they doing spending 70, 75 million or whatever on a fucking centre back?
But I hear it. But this is a bigger signing than Van Dijk was back then, bro. Like, substantially bigger.
I don't think it is, though.
The Wirtz signing, as far as the cost, is substantially bigger.
Substantially bigger.
Well, straight away, go and look at what Van Dijk's starting wage was when he joined Liverpool, right? And I bet you it was not 250 a week, because Wirtz will be.
Wirtz will be the biggest signing for them.
I'm talking about the overall package. The overall package, Wirtz is looking at roundabout.
It'll be a bigger signing, as in he's also more. He's more renowned than Van Dijk was when he signed. Like, when Van Dijk was signed, it was only Premier League clubs that want them. Everyone wants
Yeah. And the whole package, when I say 300 million, I'm not meaning that's what the player will cost. I mean the whole package, the wage over 5 or 6 years.
They're saying 220 million pounds is going to be the
Liverpool Echo will always bring it down. Liverpool Echo will get it below.
When you deep it, the only thing, you know what the thing is, we don't even want to talk about all the package because I don't even understand it personally. I know there's image rights and I know there's all that stuff.
That's all mental. None of us know that. But I think Liverpool will pull out of it.
But one thing you could say about it is maybe they're just changing a part of their structure a bit so they can get their key man that they want to build around. Because you got to think about it, like this. If you spend the money now for Wirtz, bro, we already know, but like post Salah's not going to have more than 2 whatever years left or whatever. He's going to go, yeah. Van Dijk is probably going to end up staying. I think Van Dijk's one of those players that can stay to his 40 years of age and still be really good, yeah. I don't think he's going to lose it just like that. He's that good for me, yeah. And I don't think there's many great defenders around. But once that goes, that pot, then you've already got that into your next best thing that you're basically going to build around. And then every other little piece can come. I think they're doing it early now. So they don't have
I don't think, right. And by the way, I'm only talking about the Liverpool that I know. Yeah, the Liverpool under Edwards that I know. I'm not talking about what Liverpool could be. I don't think if he was to somehow end at Liverpool, or go to Liverpool, I don't think he'd be there for more than 4 years because I think he'd end up going abroad afterwards, whether it be going to Bayern or going to Real Madrid. So again,
even if they do though, he's going to go for if he's
big money. But you're talking about building. So if Salah stays for 2 more years, they'd only have 1 or 2 years with Wirtz before I think he'd move on anyway. So then why? I don't know. Look, like I said, if he does end up going there. Long fucking day. And if it was Arsenal in for him, I would go, yeah, Arsenal might push to get this done. I don't think Liverpool will end up pushing to get this done.
I think he's the I think he's the Salah replacement, and they're not building around Salah. They're building around what they see as the guy that's going to be the one that makes everything tick, which is Wirtz. That's what I think is. I think he's the future replacement. If you know anything about what's his name, the transfer guru himself, with now Richard Hughes, they now got a great relationship with. Yeah, I think they're just looking at it as a long term. Let's do it now.
I don't think Wirtz, I don't think Liverpool can look at Wirtz as a long term, because I don't think he'll stay there long term. I think he'd be there for 3 or 4 seasons max.
I don't. I think he'd end up loving it.
What, you don't think he'd want to go Bayern or Real Madrid?
I think at one point, but he's that young. I think he's got loads of time on his hand.
Nah, I hear you, Dad. If he does well in the Prem,
I'm only going by what Liverpool are like. I'm only going by what Liverpool are like. I'm like, and if everything changes, and like I said, if they get him, it's a long fucking day. I just can't see Liverpool getting like a deal like this over the line.
Even if he wanted to leave, they'll get their money back, if not more, if he's a success. If Bayern or Real Madrid wants him in the future, he might be tempted by it. Don't get me wrong, but there's like, okay, then you're going to fork out what pretty much we paid, if not more.
Agreed.
I mean, and we probably got a Champions League out of him.
But I agree, but that's why I don't think they can. But I'm counteracting your argument about building around him, not about whether they'll get the money for him. I know they'll get the money for him, but I think buy someone that.
But if you're gonna get the best out of someone for 4 years,
though,
that's a long time still, you know.
4 years is a lot, but hold on, Salah's there for 2 of them.
So yeah, don't go get somebody else.
Okay, how much? Okay, realistically, I don't know, but realistically, I don't see Salah maintaining this level for 2 seasons.
George is just
I think he'll definitely maintain it next year. But the following, I think the following year will be more of a transition.
Down at Parade, come and link up with your boy.
I reckon.
Fuck that. Actually, I could come down. Nah, fuck that. No, I'm not.
All I'm saying, and especially because we're going to be in your hood. You know, if you're an Arsenal fan, you want to show face, come up on the high road. We're going to be in your DG. I will see you there. DG, and he knows I've been in his DMs. DG, we're going to be outside your block, yeah, with the trophy parading around. So,
do you know what?
Being in Nigeria is so calm. There's 2 Tottenham fans, so I don't even have to feel it. It's only when I come on this damn stream.
Oh, what the girl in it, the woman.
Yeah.
The other reason why I think Liverpool might pull out of it, if I'm being honest, is because the amount it will cost for how much they need him. I don't know if they need him. It's spending nearly 300 million or 250 million overall on a package for a player that you don't need. But when there's people like Cherky available, and I know Mons wants Cherky. I just think if I was Liverpool, I'd be looking at a player like Cherky and thinking, fuck me, that player will cost us so much less.
You know what the funny thing is the fact that it's already quite documented. You know, the finances have already been approved.
Bro, okay, cool. I don't think you want
to believe it.
No,
I don't want it to happen either.
Look, he's not coming to my club either way. And if he was to go to Bayern, then ultimately I want to challenge for Champions League, so it's still a rival. He's not coming to my club. I said this from the start, yeah. And I also, at this point, I think Liverpool are in a far better position for next season than we are anyway. Like, we've got I don't know.
We're not used to Liverpool making these type of signings.
All of this, it's been approved, all of this talk and whatever, cool. I don't think Liverpool end up getting it done.
I hope they don't. I don't think any of us wanted to. No. Of course not. But obviously, we're not used to
it's not just me. It's not just when you say it's just me hoping they don't. Of course, I hope they don't. But I also don't think they do as well.
Well, I'm just hoping he rejects them. I think they have the money for him. I don't think they're fronting around. They tried to do it for Caicedo at one point.
Again, I didn't say they haven't got the money. I said they would look at how much it would cost and go, do we really need to spend that much money? And
basically, what he's saying is Liverpool frugal. And it's right, Liverpool frugal. Like, they've got the money to spend, they just won't spend it. That's all it is. Like, they don't like
this is Edwards. It would be a complete change from Edwards and the way Edwards usually does business. And you know what? You are right. Every now and again, you have to do that. But he ain't coming to my club, so...
Yeah. He could go to Boots, he could go Superdrug, but he'd rather go Savers. That's Liverpool. Come on, man. That's Liverpool. They don't shop at the big, they don't shop at the expensive places, bro. They shop in the cheap places. And you know what? It works for them. It actually works. Like, you're seeing them get Kirk, you're seeing them get Frimpong. You don't need to spend money to get good players. Like, that's the thing that people need to learn. You don't need to go get the 80, 90 million pound players. You can get a 40 million pound player, and sometimes they're just as good. Just need to make sure you're smart with your signings. And Michael Edwards is probably the best at doing that in world football. So you've got to give him credit.
Big facts. Sorry, I just saw someone say, what about our legend Alvarez to Liverpool? Come on, Bo. We're not calling Alvarez a legend. Alvarez is a fucking mint player, and if Liverpool get him as well, I can't see that one happening. You know, I know how much the guy fucking wanted. The guy and his whole family wanted to go to Madrid after one season.
That's what I don't understand. I can't see him leaving.
Yeah, Bo, he's at Atletico, surrounded by Argentinians. Like I said,
Romero's on his way there as well.
But
his family wanted Madrid. Well. Like I just can't see that happening.
Imagine need a translator over there. He's all right.
Yeah. They love it. They want Garnacho, Romero, Nunes.
They just want them passion merchants. They love it. These South Americans are passion merchants.
Atletico want Garnacho. Yeah.
Sorry, George. I actually need to give. I need to apologize for something.
Oh.
He's not a Rolls Royce, right? I will never, ever, ever call him a Rolls Royce.
I took that name back away from him. I can't even lie. Right. I said he more like a Chrysler, but it works, man. Old school thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw his stat in finals. He doesn't lose finals.
And he tends to have man of the match performances in a lot of them. He's got quite a few man of the match performances in finals.
Very good in it. Absolutely sensational.
And I'm pretty sure.
Absolute shit. He is the biggest shit house. At one point where I saw he got like Maguire kind of like rubbed his back or something, and he fell to the floor and was rolling about for 5 minutes. But bro, in finals, bro, I'm here for it.
You see him go up to Maguire at full time and said, "You're shit. You're a shit player, bro."
No, it's the way Maguire.
Is that what he said to him?
It's a Maguire reaction that Maguire at first didn't react and then fucking was chasing after him.
I think Maguire knocks him out. You know, Maguire is one of them guys that don't look much, but they got nerd strength, and you're like, don't want to go near that guy. He's
bro,
got nerd strength.
Romero is one of them South American sicarios. You don't want to like. You can hit.
You know what it is.
You know when he's celebrating, when his Tottenham players are celebrating, he's running around booting man in their shin and that.
I hear it.
Punching man, slapping them in their head.
But Maguire looks like one of them man is still fighting with half a bottle in his head. He looks like
he's one of them. You know what Maguire is?
He beats Romero, but he doesn't go down.
He's one of them English tourists that give it the big and they go abroad. They go abroad and then they go into like these Spanish towns and they think, yeah, come on then lads, come on, and then they just get wrapped up by like 5 Russians.
Always want one more round. You know what I'm saying? You got a kill man like Maguire.
5 Russians against 30 of them. They get wrapped up, bro. Their hands are just made of callus. Like it's dark. That's what's gonna happen.
But now, I tell you what, I can imagine Simeone wants him badly because he would suit Atletico Madrid down to the ground.
Yeah, one headbutt from.
But now, you know what, bro? I've got to give him it on his performances in finals. So.
Slab it.
Anyways, Europeans, yeah, man, clean sheets.
Anyways, lads, in a bit, gonna get redirected to the next show. Just like it up, and even if you want to leave, which you're probably gonna do, just like it up anyways, man. Stop being a fraud. Love.